Shut up and sit down.
So today, joined by former Cage Warriors, featherweight champion, one of the best MMA fighters Britain's got to offer and in the world. I'm very excited to welcome Liverpool's favourite son, Paddy The Baddy Pimblett. Welcome, Paddy.
How are we? You good?
Hi, mate. How are you?
I'm sound.
All good, buddy?
All good.
So you're deep in training then at the moment?
Yeah, I'm just in Leeds at the minute. Been training down at Bag Company Gym. Been here for the week. Going to do a last training and sparring session tonight before I go home.
Ah, right, okay. So when's your fight? 22nd of November, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, 22nd of November.
So you must be itching for it because you've been out for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, when I fight, it'll have been nearly 15 months into fourth. Longest I've ever sat out. Killed me, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, because like before that, you were a pretty active fighter. Like you were fighting every few months, it felt like.
Yeah, in 2000, people like to say that I have time off and that, but in 2016, I had 4 fights in 8 months.
Smart, that is. Well, what in been keeping you out then?
Well, my wrist, I injured my wrist a few weeks before the fourth Alexis Avidas when I won with the flying triangle. I'd hurt my wrist in training leading up to it, and I didn't know how bad it was. I just thought I'd hurt my wrist, you know what I mean? It was giving little tweaks. Then I went to Henzo's in New York and trained there for 2 weeks. Then went to the Next Gen in Texas and trained there for a week. And but eventually, when I come back and stuff, my hand was still sore. And Paul said to me, "You need to go and get that looked at." So I did, and I went to the hospital and got told I had a broken bone in my hand. The scaphoid bone was broken.
Oh, no, man.
The hardest bone in your body to fix, apparently.
Yeah, that's.
Doesn't get no blood
Oh,
flow
is
and
it?
stuff like that. Yeah, so it's the hardest bone in your body to fix. That would happen to me. And I ended up having surgery in the May, and then a fourth on the 1st of September. So 3 months later, which I shouldn't have done. I know now in hindsight that I shouldn't have fought, but just got a well tight in the echo arena. I just couldn't pull out. It's just not one of them things that I could have done. So nearly choked him out in the first round. Didn't because my hand was so weak after surgery. Ended up burning myself out and losing the fight. So I know now for the future that I never go into a fight not with a fucked up hand, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was scheduled to fight Desmay in the December, but my hand still weren't healed, and it made it 10 times worse in that fight. So I had to sit out, I had to pull out, and I had to sit out and wait till April for my next surgery.
Yeah, and the thing is, that could have been something so different if you choked him out in the first rounds. You come away, you don't. So you go away and get your surgery, and you go away as champion.
Exactly, that's what I mean. If I would have had my left arm underneath, I would have went to sleep. But I had my right arm underneath what was about a third of the strength of my left hand at the time, you know what I mean? It just didn't have the amount of strength in it, what it needed to have. But you crack on, you learn from it. I know now that I can't go into fights that week. My hand's still not fully recovered, but it's not nowhere near what it was like.
Yeah, you don't want
to be the same again.
It's that knackered, like.
Yeah, it's never going to be the same again. I'm going to have to work around it for the rest of my career.
So, do you have to do like any extra strength work on that wrist just to keep it like one up?
Yeah, doing all sorts of flexibility stuff, all sorts of strength stuff. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just one of them things now that I'm going to have to get on with for the rest of my career.
Sweet. So you must be like bursting at things to get back in the cage and fight after being so active, and then ended up having a long time, innit?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I love being active. I don't like not fighting. You know what I mean. This is my life. Been fighting since I was 16, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This is what I want to do. I'm in the gym every day without fail. Whether it's teaching, I'm training every single morning without fail, and then I'm teaching as well. So this is my life, and last 15 months I've been fucking depressed without it.
Yeah, I've seen like on like social media and that you've been quite outspoken on mental health issues and stuff like that. Have it been difficult to like manage your own mental health, being out of the out of fighting for so long?
Yeah, it has. You know what I mean? People think that we're fighters and we're these tough guys and we're this and that. You know what I mean? But everyone's still has thoughts in their own head. You know what I mean? And it's even worse for us really because we don't think we can go to people because people will look down at us. You know what I mean? Oh, he's meant to be a fighter. He's meant to be this. He's meant to be that. You know what I mean? So it's even harder for us. That's what most people don't realise. Most people just think, oh, he's a fighter, or he's just acting the goat, blah blah, this and that. And it's not like that. You know what I mean? People think that we're these unbreakable.
Oh, yeah.
But I'd rather get punched in the face than have my head battered over fucking mental stuff.
There's nothing like it, mate. There's nothing like feeling like you can't do what you're born to do or what you want.
Exactly,
And,
that's what this.
And it's out of your hands. It's
what I'm born to do. I'm not meant to do anything else. I was never meant to do anything else. I was meant to fight and fucking make people happy fighting and putting on performances. I was never meant to sit around fucking have some motor by my hand and fucking think all mad thoughts in my head.
Yeah, do you know what? When you said there about making people happy, it reminds me, like I first came across you a few years ago. I was flicking through BT Sport and I came across one of the Liverpool Cage Warriors shows. And as I flicked over, you were coming out for your entrance. And I've never seen and heard anything like it. It was unbelievable. Like that must have been like a mental feeling to come out in your head, and just the noise and the passion from the whole crowd. It must have been immense.
It is. You know what I mean? There's an old feeling like walking out and having everyone screaming your name and people clapping and shouting and all the smiles on little kids' faces and even mums and dads' faces. You know what I mean? There really is nothing like it. People think that this is a brutal sport and it's this and it's that, but it's not. It brings happiness to fucking people, and that's what a lot of people don't realise.
Yeah, it was like spine tingling on TV. Even like when you watch like a sporting event, you can just feel that moment through the TV. So I can only imagine what it was like. You walking to the cage. Hometown, it must have been incredible. Like, yeah. You know when, so like your ring walks, they're quite high energy and you're quite pumped up, and you have like high energy music, whatever. Anyone ever told you like you should calm it down and be, I don't know, like a bit more calm in your entrance? I suppose it's different for everyone, isn't it?
Look at Israel Adesanya last week, lad, doing a fucking dance routine before he walks out, lad. That's fucking, it's how people feel, know what I mean? Some people like to walk out slow and fucking snarl at opponents. I bounce out and get the crowd going. That's just what I do. I'm like that in the gym when I spar. I'm dancing around the gym, singing a song, and then I'll just stop and just start sparring. You know what I mean? That's me on a daily basis. Everyone in the gym knows that, know what I mean? Everyone
so like, it's going to be different. Yeah, be different for each fighter in there as well. Like some people will want to be calm and collected. Some people want to be hyped up and that.
Some people come
what
out
makes
some people come out for slow songs and they like plodding out and they like coming out slowly. I like my song coming on and me bouncing out and having a good time going out. Know what I mean? This is what I was born to do. I don't want to walk out looking all glum. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do with my life. I want to be in there. I want to be fighting. When I bounce out, and then as soon as that cage door shuts and I'm looking him in the eye, that's when it changes.
Yeah. Like I said, mate, I imagine that feeling going out in front of a Liverpool crowd, any crowd really, especially in the UK because they're so vocal. But like I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you the question which you've been asked a million times, which is, will we see Paddy the Baddy in the UFC anytime soon?
Yeah, of course we will. You know what I mean? I'll be honest, it's probably a blessing in disguise that I lost that last fight because If I would have won that last fight, I would have signed for the UFC straight away, and then I would have fought with a fucked up wrist more than likely, just because I would have wanted to get the UFC fight in. But you know what I mean? I would have thought, oh yeah, I've won that fight with a fucked up wrist, I can do it again. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't have been able to, and I would have fucked it up even worse. So in the end, it's a blessing in disguise that I lost that fight. It made me realise a lot of things. You know what I mean? I went into that fight and I couldn't do any wrestling because of my wrist. Didn't do one little bit of wrestling leading up to it. I could do little bits of ground work. Literally for that fight, I just done boxing and kicking. And I couldn't even punch in my right hand. I was just doing like striking and doing bits of cardio. I couldn't even do weights. You know what I mean? I couldn't lift fucking bars up to do weights because my hand was that weak. I couldn't turn my fucking key in my front door.
Mad. And the thing is, as well, it's like if you know, when you go UFC, you want to go there at the top game, and you want to go there fully fit so you can show what you can do. And the thing is, if you had won that fight and you know, and then you wouldn't have been 100% fit, and then you're not going to do yourself justice and show. You know, this when you get to that bigger stage, you want to make sure that you're at the tip top of your game from every.
Yeah, that's it. You want to make
including
sure
your physical health.
100% ready, because you saw it with Molly's first fight in the UFC. She didn't look ready. You know what I mean? She took that fight on like 5 weeks' notice. She just took it. It was in the Echo Arena. It was in Liverpool. She wanted to do that fight. You know what I mean? And you've seen since that she wins, she's looked phenomenal. You know what I mean? She's looked unbelievable. And like, it just shows if she fought Gillian Robertson again and she fought her 100% like Molly is now, she'd knock her clean out.
Yeah. Sorry, I made you cut out again then. You've never been afraid to give your views and speak your mind on Twitter, which is always entertaining. But as you should, you're entitled to it. You're allowed to give it. People seem to get a knickers in a twist, though. If any celebrities or fighters or well people, if they've got a view on something, whether it's politics or whatever, they seem to take offence, like as if these people like yourself are not entitled to a view. One of the more entertaining exchanges I've seen you have has been with Curtis Woodhouse.
With Shithouse.
Where he sort of said he wanted to have an MMA fight with you. Yeah, he's given it I want to have an MMA fight with Paddy. And then as soon as you said, all right, he goes, oh no, let's make it boxing. So you said yes. And then he was like, oh no, and it's embarrassing, mate.
I actually
how did that even come about?
He put something up about MMA fighters, and someone tagged me in it, and I never even said nothing back at first, but he started laughing and put something about me. So I just put, who are you talking to, lad? I'll fucking bat you anytime you want. I've got 20k to put up myself. And he ended up, well, the other week he was managing against the team that plays in Liverpool, City of Liverpool FC. He was managing against the team there, and I went down, and he didn't have much to say in person. You know what I mean? I was calling him a fat cunt and everything. He didn't have nothing to say. Yeah. But I'll be honest, I'm surprised how small he is. He's 5'6".
Oh, is it?
Said to him, lad, I will have you a boxing match any day of the week, and I will jab your head off for you. He wouldn't get near me in a boxing ring, never mind an MMA fight.
He's I noticed so he's still going. I just was looking through Twitter then. He's still having pop. Like it's like,
he hasn't said
if you're gonna do it.
And then he said a little something before, and I just said, because he put something up a few weeks back saying, I'm living in Paddy's head rent free. But then he's still putting stuff about me, and I forgot all about him. So it looks like I'm living in his head.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird to me, mate. Because if you're gonna go out and say now you're gonna have an MMA fight with this MMA fighter, well then you're gonna change it to a boxing match, and then that fighter says, "All right, cool. I'll put the money down. You do the money. Let's." And then you kind of back out of it. You can't really keep going on Twitter. Then after that, can't give it a big one.
That's what I mean. I don't understand how he thinks he can just keep going and going and going. It's weird. But he's just a sausage lad. He wants us talking about him. He needs to stay.
Yeah, that's it. No,
that's all he's got now.
Pension, doesn't he?
It's weird because he went to the troll's house and now he's turned into one. crazy. If you don't die a hero, you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Clinging on to fame, I think, mate. Yeah. The other guy who was people got really offended, like not offended, but like the Geordie Shore fans all uptight about was when you kind of said something about Aaron Chalmers,
Yeah,
and I couldn't believe the amount of people who kind of come at you.
It's an embarrassment to the sport. All them people that got on me have never watched MMA in their lives. You know what I mean? All them people that got on me are Geordie Shore fans that are backing him. He's embarrassing that. The first fight was fixed. The kid took a dive. He's from Liverpool and no.
Is that right?
That's right. I know Greggy works in that. So
Mad,
he did work in Nando's. I've spoke to him about it. And his coach bumped him on the money and everything. He never even got the money what he was meant to be getting paid to take the dive. His coach fucking bumped him.
It's incredible, mate. That is. Because he was trying to make out that the Cage Warriors were interested in this, that, and the other.
Cage Warriors aren't.
I can't see, like, as a fan, I can't see how they would be interested in him.
No, Bellator does freak show fights. That's why they signed that rugby player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're doing freak show fights and paying silly money for freak show fights. The main thing that pissed me off with Aaron Chalmers was when he lost, he put a picture up of money, lots of money on a table. And like, I have friends who fight. Like, I can't complain about my wage. I get a nice wage. But my mates don't. My mates get 500, 600 pounds a fight. And it fucking knocks me sick. If they put their lives on the line and they fucking train harder than any other sport in the world, every single day, 4 hours a day, we put our bodies through hell, eating fucking minimal shit, eating about fucking 1,000 calories a day and training like 3 hours a day, trying to make weight. And this trick is putting up pictures of fucking money, saying, "Oh, I might have lost, but I ain't this." Fuck you, lad. You fucking horrible dog.
Yeah, that's a big thing, isn't it? At the moment, is everywhere. It's like the MMA fighters don't get, they should be getting, especially if you compare it to boxers and the amounts that they get. Do you think
I hate looking at boxers' paces? Like dickheads from my city who are like fighting in the Echo Arena and they're getting like 50 grand and that. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Smart,
idiots from my city, like Andy Barlett from Liverpool, who get food walking out in the Echo Arena and he still gets wages like that. It's fucking atrocious.
Yeah, and you got like the ESPN deal for the UFC, and none of that is going to go to the fighters. If anything, the fighters are going to be worse off because they're not going to get the pay-per-view money which they would have got previous.
And the Reebok
from all the different pay-per-view providers.
The Reebok deal is disgusting. You know what I mean? That's how people were making a living.
Yeah.
That's why lots of fighters have left the UFC and went to Bellator just because of sponsors. Like, that's a big thing. Sponsors want their brand showing on the big show. When you've got to wear a uniform, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And then they're giving people $5,000.
Yeah, of course.
$2,500 or $5,000 to fight until you have enough fights for it to go up. It's ridiculous.
Mad. That's disgusting, isn't it? Because, like you say, people can, fighters can get sponsors from all over, whether it's, like Adidas and places like this, or they can get businesses to sponsor them. That's how they make their money when they're not getting the money for the, for the big fights.
And it's heavy. They're taking food off people's tables. You know what I mean? They're taking food off people's kids' tables, lad, and making everything harder for people. You know what I mean? You've got to. The only thing I am going to go to the UFC. I'd never go to Bellator because it's a step down. But the UFC it does need to start paying more money. If you're not in the top 5-10 in the division, you're not getting paid. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I completely agree, mate. And I think about time that the MMA world generally, all companies, start paying the fighters properly. Because, like you say, putting their life on the, line. Just make no mistake. You get, you land wrong, you hit, could be the end of your life. And
not even if you're gonna die, but like if you're gonna break a bone, or you're gonna do this, or you're gonna have a spot on your brain where you can never fight again. You get told, oh, you can't. Just look at Brisbane, you know what I mean? I never used to like him, but I've got a lot more respect for him now after seeing what happened with his eye and the way he still continued to fight. You know what I mean? He take me after that too. He's a prime example of it. As you said, steroid abuser, fucked his eyesight up, and he never got no compensation for that. That could have finished his career off, but he could never have come back and become a UFC champion. I could have wrote him right off, but it never. You know what I mean? He was a lucky one. But there's fighters out there that something happens and they can never fight again, and they've just been getting 12 and 12 off the UFC. What the fuck's 12 and 12? Say you did win, you get 24 grand, you get taxed, you're getting 16, 18 grand.
That's disgusting, mate.
Then you've got to pay for your corner team to go over, because the UFC only pay for one corner man. Then you have to pay for another. There's another $1,000 gone. Then you get taxed when you come back home to England.
Christ. You'd have thought they'd fly them all out, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
That's crazy to me, that is, because like the UFC is like making millions and millions and millions off these fights and off these deals, and like they should. The amount of money which they're making should be no fighter, no matter where they are, struggling, to get their team over or to feed.
Oh, they shouldn't. That's what I mean. They shouldn't be
feed their families.
Because if it wasn't for the fighters, there wouldn't be a fucking UFC. That's why there needs to be a fighters union. Like every other sport's got one. You know what I mean? Every other sport has got a union. They need a fighters union. Without it, we're all getting told what to do. Dana's boss for the sport at the same time as he isn't. Dana gets people viewing and he sorts stuff out and stuff, and respect him, but he should do a lot more for his fighters. He's not on Vince McMahon level, like he's not on that level.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like the mob, Dana, isn't he? He's like a gangster.
Yeah, it's a weird one because, like you say, he's done a lot for UFC, for fighting, and for MMA, but also he should be doing more to protect.
Yeah, exactly.
From a financial point of view,
what I'm saying. He should be doing more to protect his fighters in a financial view, in a health view. You know what I mean? Give them the due after the fighters fought.
Yeah.
Like, Fishy here to fuck in his first fight, Molly here to die in the second fight, and you make sure all that's perfect before you go home and stuff. But you do something in a fight camp, don't pay for that, and you're doing that to get in the cage for them. You know what I mean? Unless you're a superstar like McGregor and Stylebender and John Jones, they're not doing nothing for you. They're just leaving you're in the diet, go on, pull out, you'll get another fighter and you won't get nothing.
Yeah, and the thing is, like you say, fact is, if you get hurt in fight camp, you're only in that fight camp because you're getting ready to fight and make them pay-per-view money. So it's kind of like, they should really cover that. They should look after you better. Speaking of McGregor, do you reckon he'll ever fight again, mate?
Well, there's talk of fucking Frankie Edgar, isn't there?
Yeah, I did read that. I think
I read that myself. Talk of Frankie Edgar. A lot of people getting excited tonight. It's nice for Frankie. I made up for Frankie because he deserves the money. He's been fighting in the UFC since it wasn't in triple digits. You know what I mean? He's been fighting in the UFC since it was like UFC 43. I remember watching his first. Well, I never watched it live, but I watched it back. His first fight against Tyson Griffin. He took it on short notice, but he deserves the money fight. But at the same time, he's meant to be going down to 135. Conor can't even make 145 no more. So obviously the fight's going to be at 155. It's going to be towering over him. It's going to be a lot bigger than him. A few years ago, that fight would have been brilliant at 145. You know what I mean? Before he went up, before Conor put too much weight on to fight Diaz. After he fought Aldo in versus Frankie Edgar would have been perfect. But it's like Mayweather Pacquiao. You know what I mean? I think it's a few years past it now, and it's too late for it. Conor needs to fight Dustin. Conor needs to fight Dustin again. Run that one back.
That's the fight I want to see.
That's the fight we all want to see.
I think that would be awesome.
Ferguson versus Khabib and Khabib and Tony and Dustin versus Conor on the same card. The winner fight the winner, the loser fight the loser.
Yeah, Wow. Got a couple of fights that would be, mate. It'd be incredible.
That'd be the
Is
biggest
worth
card
it.
ever.
Oh, definitely, mate. Do you here's a question for you then, mate. Because I argue with people about this all the time. Do you think that McGregor changed the way he fights too much when he Khabib? Because I feel like he almost he concentrated so much on Khabib's, wrestling and his skill that he didn't do all the things that had got him to where he was normally.
Yeah.
And I felt, yeah,
I think that's half fucked me up. In my last few fights, I haven't focused on myself, and I thought about the opponent with it, worrying about my wrist as well. It made it worse. You know what I mean? Thinking about my wrist, thinking, if he does this, if he does that, if he does that, you can't focus on other people. You focus on the little mistakes that you make, but you can't focus on other people. You focus on you. Give Conor his due. He took a round off Khabib in that fight. The only person to take a round off him.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And he went into that fight and it didn't look like he was that ass. He didn't look the same in the walkout. He didn't look the same when he got in the cage. Didn't look the same leading up to it. In some of the press conferences leading up to it, he looked pissed.
Yeah, he did.
He was more interested in
promoting
his whiskey than he was fucking fighting. And that's the thing. Now with Conor, he's got that much money. He doesn't have to fight. So it's not like he's in there fucking has to fight at every last breath like he did against Mendes. You know what I mean? Against Mendes, he got put in tough spots and he come back and he fucking battered him. In the Khabib fight, he got put in it wasn't even a choke. He got put in a neck crank and he tapped like a little bitch. I lost respect for him there, to be honest. Like, he tapped like a little girl to a neck crank. I lost a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, it's a weird one because, like you say, when he was on his way up, beating everyone in the UFC, and he didn't have the money he's got now. I suppose the motivation is different, isn't it? Because you're trying to get to the top, and in some ways, it's harder to stay at the top.
It is. It's a lot harder to stay at the top than it is to get to the top because when you're at the top, you think you're a fucking dog's bollocks. But you've got to keep the intensity up. You've got to keep it same enough. If you don't, you'll go back down to the bottom of the pile, and that's exactly what's happened with him. And the thing with he got what did he get? 70 million for fighting Floyd.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to fight a day in his life again. He just done that Khabib fight because of the art and stuff, and I'll give him his due. I love Conor the way he done that. You know what I mean? He backed his boy. Anyone ever tries to slap any of my mates in the cage, outside the cage, I will be there hitting them from the side. You know what I mean? I'm just like him. Anyone ever tries to hit Ellis or Adam or Fishy or Molly or anyone like that, I'll be there ready to fucking have it with them straight away. And I respect them for that. You know what I mean? People go on about throwing the thing through the window. It's fucking hell, if he'd slap my mate, I'd fucking go and throw a dolly through a window and try and get him off the fucking bus.
Yeah, what people forget about that as well is that, yeah, and what they forget, mate, as well is that if Khabib had just done happen, do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, he shouldn't have thrown it through the window. Of course, he shouldn't have. But like, they're fighters. He's hyped up because
with about 12
yeah, of course he shouldn't have.
While Artem was stood on his own and slapped him in the face. You know what I mean? That shouldn't have happened. Like, I'll be honest, Artem and people can argue about beef in the past and stuff like that, but when Fishy fought in Canada, Artem was on the same card against Michael Johnson, and I was sitting in the jacuzzi with Artem, me, Ellis, Artem, and another lad from their gym, and he's a fucking nice fella. You know what I mean? He's a nice fella. I didn't expect it. He is. He's a proper nice fella. I was sitting there talking to him and that, saying, I wanted to fight on the Liverpool card. Said he asked for me if I was fighting on it. He wanted to fight me in Liverpool. It would have been a boss experience and stuff like that. And I know what I mean. I like him. I like Carson. He's a fucking fighter. He gets in there and has it. His record might be the best, and I don't even think he is that good. You know what I mean? But he'll get in there and he'll have a statement with anyone. And that's another reason why I do love Conor at the same time, even though I went off him. He never dogged his gym. He never thought, I'm going to go to a different gym now. He stayed with his boys who got him there. And he's loyal. That's something that I'll always like him for. He's a loyal kid. Well, a loyal man. And I think myself the same way. You know what I mean? I'll never dog or rat my mates, because if it wasn't for all the people who I train with and my coaches, I wouldn't be where I am. That's it.
Yeah, and that's it, mate. It's me, loyalty over everything to me. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
always.
Loyalty over money, loyalty over anything. If you can, people who fuck people over just to get one step ahead. Colby Covington, prime example. He's a fucking dog. He's a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't deal with people like that. You know what I mean? There's people in our city who, like, we've had a coach for years and then we went to a different coach and they don't give the original coach a little tiny bit of credit. And it's fucking disgusting. You know what I mean? You even see fights in America, they go to a different gym.
Yeah.
We always mention the first ever coach. We always say if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be where I am. And like, I'm never going to leave, but if I did ever leave next generation, no matter what, in every interview, I'd always say if it wasn't for Paul Rimmer, I wouldn't be where I am. If it wasn't for Ellis Hampson, I wouldn't be where I am. If it wasn't for Si Audley, I wouldn't be where I am. If it wasn't for Adam Bentley, I wouldn't be where I am. That's simple.
Yeah, it's spot on, mate. And I think sometimes when people get a bit of success, they forget those things, don't they? They forget the things which got them there. They forget the people who got them there. Because let's be honest, you know, obviously the fighters are the ones who are putting their lives, you know, on the line and stuff like that, and they're getting punched and kicked in the face. But at the end of it, the top fighters wouldn't be there without the coaches and the partners, the team who got them there, you know, all along.
I know we put loads of sacrifices in and stuff like that, but so do my coaches. You know what I mean? My coach Paul's got 2 kids and a wife and a baby on the way, and he doesn't spend as much time as them as he'd like to and as he should. Same with my other coach, Si Audley. He's got a kid and he comes to the gym from early in the morning and leaves late at night. Same with Ellis, he could be doing other stuff, and then he could be doing other stuff that he don't. But in the gym all the time, they sacrifice stuff as well, and that's what a lot of people don't see. Your coaches sacrifice a big portion of their lives for you. And the least you can do is show a bit of gratitude for them.
Yeah, spot on, mate. So what? Let's switch it up a bit, mate. Let's talk a bit of football. You're a Liverpool fan, aren't you?
You fucking know that, fella.
I know. I fucking can't handle it. But there we go.
I've got the mirror in front of me here. It's looking at it's open on the page, Liverpool United. And I've just got a message off my mate Ian there saying I've got a ticket. Fucking brilliant. I'm going to Old Trafford.
Mate, it could be brutal, mate. Or it could be very one-sided, mate.
Hopefully it is. Hopefully it's fucking slappy time. Because I grew up watching United win fucking everything. I grew up watching that fucking cunt Fergie win absolutely everything and talk shit about Liverpool. And he must fucking hate us even more now. Because we make them look fucking silly. 2 points off the relegation zone, man. 2 points off the relegation zone, and Everton are in the relegation zone. This season is fucking brilliant already, and we're only 8 games in.
Could be dreamland for you, mate. If Everton and United go down,
it is. It's not what I mean. The only thing is, I hope it doesn't happen because last year they've done a bet. Everton to get relegated and Liverpool to do the double Champions League and League. And for a little bit, it looked like it was going to happen. You know what I mean? Put a tenner on it, like 500 or 5,000 to 1. Just a little mess about that, you know what I mean? And after a bit, it looked like it was going to come in. Everton was struggling bad, and I was thinking, yeah, this could happen here. Then Everton start doing well, and we fucking come second, but then we win the Champions League.
What would you rather?
Well, last year, if someone could have given me the choice, I'd say the league. I'm sick of their heads on Twitter and stuff, even in person and that. I've never won the Premier League. We've won the league 18 times, but it doesn't matter if it was the Premier League or not. We've fucking won it 18 times. United still would have only won it 6 times if it wasn't for Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, well.
But this season it's happening.
Where they are without him, mate.
Champions League as well. We're gonna win. We're gonna win both, and we're gonna. I really think we can do this season unbeaten. We nearly done it last season, you know what I mean? And I think we can do it this season. City are half fucked at the minute. No De Bruyne, no Laporte. He's the main man at the back for them, and they're half fucked without him. John Stones is terrible. Otamendi's about 48. Bernardo Silva's getting banned for 7 games. You know what I mean? They're in dire straits, mate. They're not. And Sané's out for the season. I think he's one of their main players. But they're not looking well.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's no one else, is there? There's no other challengers.
No,
If
there
Liverpool
isn't.
can get a lead or get over Man City, there is no
saying
one
this
else.
Season, everyone was like, "Oh, Tottenham have done a good few signings. Tottenham are going to do well. This and that." Fucking hell, Tottenham fell apart already.
Yeah, I got a feeling one of the big boys are going to get relegated this year. I don't know.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Imagine
like whether it's going to be like an Everton or a United. You know what'll happen.
I don't think it's possible for United to go down, to be honest. Because if United at Christmas are in a bad way, he'll sack Ollie and he'll get a new manager. He'll get someone in to save the day. You know what I mean? Same with Everton. In the next few weeks, if Silva doesn't shape up, he's getting a leg, and they'll get Sam Allardyce back in or something, or Mark Hughes or something like that.
Yeah, they won't. Neither team would risk it, would they?
No, definitely not.
Like United will just spend like $1 billion in January if they need to. You know, they'll just spend the money.
United
what would you rather?
What you say? What would I rather?
I was going to say, what would you rather? United get relegated or Liverpool win the league?
Oh, Liverpool win the league any day of the week. I'm not that bitter. You know what I mean? I want to see us do. I want to see us do well more than I want to see fucking other teams do bad.
Anyone else?
Yeah. It'd be great if Everton got relegated just because they've never been relegated. They've been in the top flight. They should have been relegated years ago when they paid the good.
Is that true?
Yeah. Score. Yeah, the only 2 teams never get relegated are Arsenal and Everton.
I did not know that. There you go.
But hopefully it's this season like that. Everton go down, it'd be nice. But they won't go down either. They'll both of them. If the managers are still doing shit by Christmas, they'll get sacked. Both of them.
Yeah, they'll bin them off when they.
Yeah, in the paper and stuff like that. Would stand back Ollie and back on them. But if he keeps doing shit, he's gonna get sacked. Give him another 4 games or something. If he loses the next 4, he's finished. You've got some easy games coming up though, like Norwich and Brighton and Villa and stuff like that. So he fucking should. He should do all right.
Well, you say that, mate. They lost to fucking Newcastle, so you never know.
Yeah. that was in Geordieland as well, though, wasn't it? Like Geordie, it's a good stadium, know what I mean? They've got good fans. That probably got to them as well. I just still can't get over that they paid £85 million for Harry Maguire. That's probably, you know,
crazy, mate.
People had stuff to say about Liverpool when they paid £75 million for Van Dijk. Fuck me, that was a bargain.
Yeah, at the time you just don't know, do you? That's the thing with any of these players. It's like it's always a risk. But like when 85 million for him doesn't look good. But you know, only 8 games in, I suppose, isn't it?
It's terrible. I don't understand how you could even pay 85 million for him from last year. He's slow as fuck. He can just about head a ball, even though he's got the biggest forehead in the game. They say he's good at passing the ball out. No, he's not. Joe Gomez is a better centre half. Joel Matip's a better centre half. And obviously Van Dijk's the best centre half in the world. Yeah,
it's a weird one, mate. I think they just got desperate. And that's what I think it is. I
think last summer they could have paid £50 million for him and decided not to. It was too much. And then they had a shit season last year. And now they've got they had to pay 85. Shows how fucking stupid they are as well.
Oh, yeah. Shows how rich they are. Shows how fucking unorganised and shit they are off the pitch, though, mate. I think their biggest problems are off the pitch.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there. Like
all over the place, mate. My kids' teams run better. Right. Paddy, mate, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Tell the people.
My pleasure. Had a nice chat.
Yes, good luck. I finally got you on. I knew I would get you eventually, mate. Just to tie you down, didn't I?
sorry about that.
I'm only kidding,
We've
mate.
been meant to do this about 6 different occasions, but we got me at the perfect time, sitting in a pub with my dad in Leeds, sitting in Wetherspoons. So I'm just sitting here sipping water as my dad's on the pints. Nice.
Getting ready for the big fight, mate. Best of luck with the fight as well. Want to see Paddy the Baddy back.
Very much. You're going to see me back better.
And yeah, guys, give it. Yeah, have it. Right, guys, leave a thumbs up on the video.
Shut up
Subscribe,
and
give it a
sit
share,
down.
give it a retweet, and we'll see you next time.